A guy in black suddenly stands up and slaps at dude twice. The crowd goes silent, except for the blue-clad guy who looks shocked. The guy in black kicks him like a superhero, pins him down as the crowd watches, and Teacher Lai slams the attendance sheet, like a concert. But no one pays attention except for Teacher Lai, who thought to himself, "The school is even worse than I imagined." The school's filled with smoke and cigarette butts, students puffing away like there's no tomorrow, and the only goody two-shoes seems to be Zaiming. The legendary Zaiming is still a top student, ranked second, and he admits he's already cooking up a little plan. He desperately follows that previous student, hoping they can form a little study buddyship. He's been so troubled that he feels this cannot continue, so he makes a decision to invite Shixin to join this study group, putting in efforts together with the hope of both achieving academic enlightenment. But Shixin rolls his eyes, saying Ludong Vocational High is basically a fight club, not for studying. Chemistry major here isn't a teacher, it's a student named Pai Heiyu, the campus bully. Pai Heiyu made an app where everyone competes for ranks, vowing to turn this place into a breeding ground for violence. He's the spawn of a notorious gangster, the last student in this school. Fighting is the top choice for students. Zaiming pulls out a shredded report card, puts it together, and it proudly says Shixin second place. He can't understand why such a good grade got shredded, like a game of tearing off name tags. Shixin looks at the report card, sighs, his eyes reddening, and tears it up again, his heart shattered. He turns to the bathroom to cool off, but while washing his face, he gets bumped and thinks it's Zaiming again. He couldn't help but curse, only to find it's the furious guy in black, like Xuanyu, and quickly apologizes. But Xuanyu wants money, not an apology. He demands Shixin bring 200,000 tomorrow. Where can a student get that? Oh cash. Then it's time to get punched. Just then, Teacher Lai walks in and rushes off looking for help. But the other two teachers are unfazed, and with no choice, Teacher Lai steels himself and prepares to dive in. He's prepared to take action personally, feeling just like a superhero. After finally being rescued, Shixin's first words aren't thanks, but complaints about how Zaiming set him up. He was almost finished getting beat up. If he just runs away, he'll be the target again next time. Shixin turns to head back for another beating, but the guy's already chasing him, demanding to know where the electric can is. No matter how he gets hit, he won't spill the beans. Inside he's like, that kick was epic. Zaiming's been working out every day since third grade to have a strong body for studying, with his uncle as his personal coach. This wasn't the plan, but he discovers his talent lies entirely in his physical prowess, laughing and crying at the same time. With just one move, that guy collapses, out cold, and Zaiming rushes to check, relieved when he confirms he's still breathing. But when it comes to the study group, he still has to greed. Shixin hails from a single-parent family, and his dad's a brick mover. Holding on to the schooling is useless theory. He believes learning a trade is the real deal. Good grades got Shixin into a prestigious school. Zaiming, however, loves studying despite his terrible grades. With the chance to lead a study group, he has to fight for it to change his fate. The turning point comes the next day when Shixin gifts his study notes to Zaiming, like a snowstorm surprise. Just as Zaiming is about to thank him, he's interrupted by Xuanyu, who has figured out who he really is. This time, he has come to seek revenge, and the news immediately sends the classmates into a frenzy. Without any hesitation, Xuanyu casually burns those notes and eagerly awaits the moment when the fight will commence. Zaiming couldn't care less about him, just glued to those notes while effortlessly dodging every hit. The scratches covering his face, Zaiming's anger continues to rise, and at this moment, he initiates his counterattack, sending the opponent flying away with just a swift and easy kick. With those notes, Zaiming even burned his hands, and his relentless effort and steadfast perseverance left Shixin deeply moved, tears uncontrollably sliding down. And just when it was bad timing, the school happens to have the education department visiting, witnessing all this chaos. This chaos of fighting and fire almost gets Zaiming expelled, but thankfully Teacher Lai sweeps in just in time. He temporarily saves his job, but with one condition: he must get the study group in order. To form the club, he must find 5 people in 2 weeks. But in this crazy place, is there really a third person willing to study? Saeming has no choice but to act fast, plastering up flyers for the study group to attract confused butlers. The onlookers are all clueless, while he's totally unaware his reputation is growing legendary. Speaking of which, in the flames, Saeming's devilish legs seem to ignite every kick with fiery force, but there are always some fools who don't believe and come to challenge, and that's just pure danger. Don't utter a word, isn't that a demon right in front of us? How could it produce such a sound? However, let me remind you, Sanji indeed has never tasted the flavor of a devil fruit. The challenger standing at 3rd year rank mistakenly thinks he's signing up. He turns to find the application form, effortlessly dodging attacks, completely ignoring the other guy's desperation. Saeming's curious about what's going on, trying to wake the guy, while others think it's downright savage. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe.